Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the monthly corporate update for April. Today, we have a special guest joining us. We have Rachel, our president of Asia Pacific here. Thanks for joining us, Rachel.
Hi, guys. Great to be here, Louise. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Rachel. So we would love to hear where you're tuning in from today. So please comment below and let us know where you're tuning in from. But of course, we're into our second week of April and already we've had a busy last week. Of course, we just came back from our Sydney trip where we had our Jeunesse Connect up close and personal event. And we had Jason Bournet come out in person to the event, which is absolutely fantastic. So Rachel, Andrew, and myself were there. And also we had a room full of people. We kept it very intimate because we wanted everyone to actually have that chance to come up and talk to Jason and really get to know him and see who he is as a person, because this was most of everyone's first time meeting Jason as well. So they could have seen him on the circuit the last year in Expo and maybe previous years on the circuit when he was a diamond and everything like that. But it was great seeing everyone. We were seeing few people that hadn't been back to, the event circuit as yet since COVID. So it was great catching up with them. But of course, all our regulars that's been around for the last few years, they're all there, and the excitement to catch up with them after not seeing them, most of them for the last year, was fantastic. We were a bit worried that Rachel and I may not have got down to Sydney on the Friday because the Sydney weather liked to turn on a little bit of a show for us, but we made it and we arrived and we were fresh to start on the Saturday morning. So Rachel, what was your kind of highlight from the event?
Well, after I got over the plane ride, and it was a little terrifying and a little bumpy, but after we got over that, it was really an incredible event. I think these events just really show the importance of connection across the region. You can have your team calls, you can do your weekly Zooms, you can do your coffee catch up, but when everyone is together in a room, the energy that comes from that is really just electrifying. And I don't think people realize how important it is, to get in and mix with other leaders and talk about ideas and talk about what's going on with their business. Because when you tend to sit at home and just talk to your select few people, sometimes you can feel quite alone and you think these kind of things are just happening to me. But when you get 100 people in a room and they're all talking, sharing ideas, you sit back and you realize, well, you know what, these things aren't just happening to me, it's happening to everyone. And we all know that 10 heads, 100 heads are much better at fixing a problem than one. So I love it. It's so important for people to put in the effort to get to these events. And I think you can see by the people that are in the room, it is the people whose business are growing right now and who are seeing some success in their business because they are investing that time into their business to ensure that it is successful. And I think having Jason there was really, really special because, Jason's been in the CEO role now, I think it's for around 14 months. And this was his first visit to Australia. So it was really, really important for everyone to be able to meet him because I think, he's a big personality, an amazing guy. But when you actually sit down and talk to him, he has a huge heart and he really wants to listen. And I think that's what a lot of people actually learned about Jason this weekend. He's so giving with his time and he really wants to help. And, for me, I know he's an absolute pleasure to work with because he is just open, honest, and real. And, you need that when you're really trying to turn around a business and grow a business. So I think those people that attended and put in that effort to get there. I know we had a group of people, Louise, that the trains were down because of the terrible weather, and they walked from Redfern to get to the event in the city. And we had another Lillian and her husband from Brisbane. The flight was cancelled late at night, so they got on a train for 15 hours to get to Sydney. Now, that is dedication to ensuring that they are going to take their business to the next level. So, you know, that was very impressive, but everyone put in a huge effort, and it was an incredible event. We had Yossi Ginsberg. A lot of people, you know, saw him at the expo, and a lot of people know about Yossi for his movie, and Yossi was portrayed by Daniel Radcliffe. And I think, you know, sitting back and hearing Yossi just open people's eyes as to, you know, we sit here on a daily basis and, you know, complain about the smallest of small things. And we let those things get us down. But what Yossi was faced with was a terrifying experience. You know, it really was life and death. And it was his resilience and his mindset and his belief and his attitude that got him through. And, you know, seeing him in action is just incredible. This was the second time I've saw him, and it still was just so powerful for me. One of the things I talked to Yossi about after the first time I saw him was, it's all well and good sometimes to sit in an audience and hear a speaker stand on stage and tell you what to do. This is what you got to do. This is what I want you to do. And it's all just talk. But Yossi's power is he doesn't have to use words. He makes you feel. And, you know, that is an incredible gift. And it is so powerful for us in the audience to be able to, you know, feel his energy and feel what he went through. After we first saw him, us presidents across the region would always, when we were on our president's call, we would, you know, be talking about maybe an issue that we ran into. And we were like, well, is it really an issue? Did you have a jaguar in your face? And we'd all have a laugh and go, well, no, it's not an issue, because, you know, our issues, you know, were just so trivial compared to what Yossi was faced with. And, you know, never at any point did he not believe he was going to get out of the jungle. And I think that just shows the power of mindset.
No, exactly. And then he came back after his presentation in the afternoon and did a bit of a workshop with everyone as well. And, you know, and that was very well received by everyone. You could see everyone, you know, agreeing with what he was saying and really connected and taking in with what he was, you know, trying to get across to everyone in the audience. So, which was great to see.
Absolutely. I think the way I tend to judge the success of a speaker is the amount of people that are not on a phone in the room. Because a lot of people these days, they go to these events, they put in the effort, but then they sit there on their phone and they're distracted and they're scrolling. And, you know, for me, I love to look around the room and realize that, you know what, there is literally maybe only 1, 2, or 3 people on their phone right now. And that's an incredible achievement when you've got 100 people in a room and, you know, you've only got 2 or 3 people on a phone. And that's just a testament to, you know, to Yossi's power and, you know, the message that he's delivering.
Exactly. And you know what I found interesting about this event? I found that we had a lot of new leads coming along, a lot of distributors bringing new leads, people that have just signed up, people that are going to sign up, and a few of them were basically walking out of that room, that's it, I'm signing up, you know. And we even had a young gentleman who came in, his family had moved out from Dubai, and he was leaving just going, oh my God, I want to bring in my friends, and, you know, I want to sign up. I want to be a part of Jeunesse. So that was so great seeing that, and the inspiration of this person. She was a Jeunesse member over in Dubai, but now she's in Sydney and has already got a handful of people that she's ready to sign up because of taking them to this event as well, that people could see what it was all about. And what a special event, because we had the CEO there, Jason Bournet, and of course having Yossi there talking about what he does and everything like that. you know, it was fantastic. So, you know, don't forget about these events when we do have them. You know, don't be afraid to bring that potential lead along, or, you know, to just show them another side of a Jeunesse instead of just talking about it. Show them. So that's what those events are there for. But I couldn't believe how many we had. So great to all those distributors that have done that, and it looked like it worked positively for them with the comments that we were receiving from their leads when they were leaving the event too.
Oh, absolutely. When looking back at this event last year it was an amazing success, but I think we probably only had a handful of new people. Now, traditionally, these events are for, you know, distributors, but bringing new people and inviting new people is critical to the growth of your business. You know, Jason and I had this discussion several times with different leader groups while we were down there, that it's all well and good that we're doing these meetings, but if you're not going to invite people and showcase Jeunesse for the real opportunity that it is, because what I think a lot of people have become accustomed to over the years is, you know, everyone's heard of Jeunesse, and that is really not the case. You know, you could walk down the street and have discussions with different people, and, you know, I can tell you a lot of them will not have heard Jeunesse. So it's really important to get out there and continue having those conversations and to continue to invite them to an event like this, because exactly what you said, Louise, those people that were there, that were in that room, you know, they were moved, they have left, and, you know, they have signed up, and it really just goes to show the importance of these events to the growth of your business.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess we want to give it a little bit of feel that, you know, for those people who didn't actually manage to get to the event, we've done a little bit of a recap video, so I can show you what you've missed. But for those ones who attended, it can be a bit of a memory for you and a look back of what a great day we had on Saturday. So let's head over to the video now and check it out.
Hello Jeunesse family, we are coming to you live from our Jeunesse Connect event and the 7th stop on the world tour with Mr. CEO Jason Borne here. We are going to have an incredible event today. We have a great lineup. Inviting Jason,
yes,
excited to be here?
Right, John, excited. And seeing your hearts, feeling your dreams, and ultimately we know that Jeunesse is here. It is here to stay, and it's the opportunity of a lifetime. One team, one family, one Jeunesse. We can't wait to see you around the world.
One team, one Jeunesse. Yeah!
Following your dream, you believe in it. You go with all your passion after your dream. If you expect the notion of Paulo Coelho that the universe will conspire to help you, you will have an excuse, because the universe will not help you. The universe will resist you with all its might. The universe will put tremendous obstacles. The universe will resist you.
Learn new skills without struggle, and those skills and that ability to have that wisdom through your struggle to help the person coming behind you is really the glue that holds this whole community together.
wants me to go back to Saturday again and have it all over again. I love watching that video. It just has the great memories and, you know, seeing everyone there and, you know, the smiles on everyone's faces and everything like that. It always, you know, all these fun events always go way too quick. And I just want one every week to be able to catch up with everyone. But it was certainly great. And yeah, Rachel, you know, as you've said earlier, you know, it was certainly one of those events that, because of having Jason there, you know, it was an event we're going to remember for a while, of course.
Absolutely. And I know for me, Louise, and I know we talked about this in the room on the day, but, you know, we're the ones putting this event on. We're the ones on and off stage. We're the, you know, behind the scenes. You're the one organizing all of this. But these events are just as important for me and my mindset and my, you know, drive forward. Because, you know, when you do sit at home and you're in your office on your own, you know, sometimes things can be tough to get yourself motivated. So these events, even for me, are just, you know, really powerful. And I think one of the things I touched on at the event, which I want to take everyone through quickly on today's call, that I think was probably the biggest thing I picked up from a lot of our leaders that are suffering at the moment is mindset. And, you know, we all, you know, the definition of mindset, having a look at the slide, is the correct mental attitude and driving force towards the pursuit of one's ambitions. Now, we know MLM businesses, or any businesses for that matter, can be challenging. And when things get a little hard, people are always quick to find blame with the company or with the products or with the compensation plan or the tools, when the reality is it's when it gets challenging, it's your mindset and your belief that is what keeps you moving forward. So I wanted to talk about today the top 10 tips to build a really strong mindset. Now, I took everyone through this at the event, but, you know, I use these with a lot of the leaders across the region, and I use these for myself because they, you know, a strong mindset is really key to a successful business. So, you know, it is so important to make sure that you are working on this, you know, daily. It's not something that you can just sit there and go, okay, I'm going to do these 10 things today, move on. It's not something that you can just forget about. So number one is to change your thoughts by creating positive affirmations. Now, a really powerful way to do this is by firstly noticing your negative thoughts when they come up and then reframing them to a positive. So start with changing words like, you know, oh, I can't do that because I can't take another no from anyone out there, to, you know, I will just go have that discussion with them. Or, you know, oh, I give up, to, you know, I can try a different strategy. So it's really important to notice those negative thoughts first and then reframe them. So number two is study how to cultivate the right mindset. Now, you can do that by reading books, listening to podcasts, reading blogs, and try to get your hand on as many tools as you can that will really help you with those limiting beliefs and the fear that is holding you back. The important thing here to remember is you can read as many books, listen to as many podcasts, and read as many blogs as you want, but unless you commit to implementing those into your business, that is when you will see the power of your mind. Now, number three is practice gratitude. Practicing gratitude is probably one of the most important and powerful ways that you can build a strong mindset. It's really all about when you learn to count your blessings, you'll appreciate all the things you presently have in your life, and you will immediately feel much happier with where your business is at. Now, number four is be present. And this is one that I practice daily. And this to me is probably one of the most important. When you're out there building a business, it's very easy to find yourself living in the future. You know, I'll be happy when I get to Sapphire, or I'll be happy when I get to 50 cycles. What you need to do is not associate your happiness with future events. You're postponing the happiness and the success that you should be celebrating right now. So the time to experience that success and the happiness about the growth you're achieving is right now at every stage of your business. So just be very careful that, you know, you're not holding yourself back by celebrating those small wins that you're having, you know, daily or weekly, because you really want to be present right now. Now, number 5 is shift your mindset by meditating daily. I remember when I, you know, was first, you know, out there and working on mindset, and someone said to me, Rachel, you really should be meditating daily. Who has got time for that? You know, in amongst everything else we've got going on a daily basis, finding time for stuff like this, I thought it was not important. But I can tell you it is one of the most powerful things you can do to shift your mindset. What it really does is it calms your mind so you can become aware of your thoughts and emotions. And being aware of your thoughts and emotions is really what you need to be able to do when trying to put together a strategy and grow your business. Meditation practice will help you get to know yourself also on a deeper level. And that it goes back to all those other ones that we touched on of, you know, practicing gratitude and noticing those negative thoughts. You know, once you have a much calmer mind and you can understand yourself on a deeper level, you'll be able to notice those, you know, that limiting belief popping in, etc. So it's really, really important that, you know, this one is implemented as well. Number 6 is make time to think. You know, I think as a business owner, it's really important to take that time to reflect. You may have taken the time to sit down and write out your goals, write out your strategy, but if you just follow that for the whole year and don't take that time to sit back and review your progress and give yourself that space needed to notice these new ideas or opportunities that are popping up, then you're going to really miss that opportunity, you know. So I think it's important to, you know, whether it's weekly or monthly, you know, that'll really depend on your goals as to how much time you need to sit back and think about what is working in your business, and do you want to continue those things. If they're not working in your business right now, I suggest you don't continue with those things, but you really want to focus on what is working right now and make sure you are continuing to take those through for the remainder of the year for your business. Now, number 7 is learn to deal with negative thoughts. And we touched on this one slightly, you know, framing it a little bit differently, but you really need to become aware of those negative thoughts and see the impact that they are having. And it's all about learning how you can deal with them in the most productive way. And that's going to differ for all of us. The way I deal with a negative thought may be very different to the way Louise deals with a negative thought. But what you need to do is really sit back and learn to deal with them in the most productive way for you and your business. Now, number 8 is don't listen to the haters. Now, you know, when you are successful, there is always going to be someone out there who has a negative opinion and is hating on your ideas and your success or the industry or anything. So you need to be able to block this out and continue to move forward. And, you know, number 1 to 7 will really help with that practicing gratitude and the meditation. But, you know, there is going to be times where someone's going to dislike what you're doing, dislike the product, they're going to give you a no, and you really just need to be able to, you know, block it out and move forward, because you cannot let these haters affect the success of your business. Number 9 is have clear goals. And we've touched on this at the end of last year on these corporate updates, and we've touched on this at very early in January on this about the importance of having very clear goals. Now, we all know it's easy to sit back and dream about what you want, you know, like I'm gonna get to Sapphire Elite by the end of this year. But if you haven't sat down and you haven't strategized how to get there, if you haven't worked with your team, and you don't have action plans mapped out to be able to do that, then it's just a dream. It is not actually a goal. And unless you've got it mapped out, you are not going to see the success that you are really wanting for your business. I think setting goals will also keep you fully accountable to yourself and the team that you are working with. And sometimes accountability is one of the most important part of these goals, because you've actually shared them with someone else, and a lot of the time that's your team, because you're working in relation to team goals. And it may just take you know, someone to say, well, you know, is that really a strategy that you want to take forward, because it's actually not working for you right now. So having that person you can talk to and making sure that yourself, you're also keeping that accountability to yourself is really, really important. Now, number 10 is keep learning. It is, you know, when looking at how to build a strong mindset, dedication to learning should be at the top of your list. And, you know, there's no better way to learn than, you know, at these events we've just had on the weekend, which really, you know, takes me back to the importance of ensuring that you are at these events learning from the people that have walked in the path that you want to walk, you know, and that is really, really powerful, because at these events, everyone is there, everyone is open, everyone wants to help. So, you know, a challenge that you might be having right now may just be a challenge that they have gone through weeks ago or last month or last year. So it's really important to be able to, you know, sit down and talk to these leaders and strategize with people who have walked in the shoes of where you want to go. So with that, Louise, I know that is a lot of information to take in, but I think it's really important. And these are just 10 easy steps to start with that, you know, if you commit to being able to practice these and implement these in your business, I can assure you that you will see success in your business consistently.
Yeah, no, exactly, Rachel. I think there's a few in there that I could take on board as well. I think one of the ones is meditation and getting my mind nice and clear. Sometimes that can help with going to the gym in the morning, can get the mind all nice and clear, but sometimes you need that quiet and those deep breaths to really take everything in what's going on, especially when you get so busy and overwhelmed with things and everything. So yeah, some fantastic tips there, Rachel. Thank you so much for that.
No problems.
So now we've got to go through all the promos for this month. We've got some exciting ones coming on. So most of them you would have probably seen already, but if you haven't, pay attention. So our first promo that we have for the month of April is Rise and Regenerate with AM and PM. So you've got 3 sets of AM and PM essentials in this pack, and you've got the 90 CV. And it's only 300 Australian or 350 New Zealand dollars, and that of course goes to the end of April. Our next pack is part of course, Easter was at the beginning of the month, so this is our Easter pack that was started on the 1st of April, where we have 2 boxes of Reserve, 2 boxes of Revita Blue, and 2 bottles of Life Circulate. This is a fantastic pack to get your supplements up and ready going before you hit the winter months, of course. And this is available both in New Zealand and Australia, and you have the 120 CVs with this particular pack. So check this one out as well. Another great promo is our Reserve pack, where you'll receive 3 boxes of Reserve. This is only available in Australia for 210 Australian dollars. Also includes 85 CV, and it's available to the end of April. Our next pack is Fall in Love with Life, where you'll receive 3 bottles of Life Circulate. It's 175 Australian or 205 New Zealand dollars. That also includes 60 CV and is available until the end of April. Another great pack is our Mind pack. That's 4 boxes of Mind for 305 Australian dollars or 365 New Zealand dollars, which also includes 90 CV. And this one also is available until the end of April. And of course, at our event, we release the Jeunesse Connect packs. So this is a fantastic pack that has all your essentials, what you need. So you've got your 1 box of Reserve, 1 box of Mind, 1 box of Revita Blue, a set of the AM/PM essentials, a bottle of Life Circulate, and a bag of Finity Skin. This great pack is available both in Australia and New Zealand, of course. You have the 120 CV, but what is exciting, the most exciting thing about this pack is you get 25 travel points to the buyer. Now, we are the first market to have actual travel points on a pack, and these travel points will go to Expo later this year. Now, Expo will be released very, very soon, so definitely stay tuned to that, but get a head start of anyone else, because I don't think anyone else is getting travel points until maybe next month. Is it, Rachel, that everyone might start getting travel points?
It'll be next month, Louise, and Expo is going to be in a pretty cool location. So I would say get in there and get your pack and get a jump start with these travel points.
Definitely. So the of course, it's all available now right up to the end of April. So don't miss out on this one and jump onto it real quick, and hopefully it sets you on the way to Expo later this year. And we still have the Shoot for Sapphire program that's on. It does end on the 30th of April, so not too long away now. So you can earn a bonus up to $6,000 US plus commissions. And of course, we've got the new 2 tiers with Sapphire Executive. If you've got the PGV at 7,500, you have a bonus of $3,000 US. And also, if you manage 15,000 PGV, you will have a bonus of $6,000 US. Pearl Executive or below, who advance rank to Sapphire Executive during the promotion period, can earn these bonuses plus commissions. So as I mentioned, it ends on the 30th of April. So check out for further information. All these promos and everything you need to know what's happening in our market, of course, is always available in our JBuzz email blasts. These email blasts go out every Tuesday and Friday. They're available in English as well as Chinese. So if you are not receiving these email blasts, first do check your junk folder in case it's gone into there. If not, please reach out to me by email or phone and I'll add you onto the list. Because we've just made sure that all information globally, locally, everything that's important that you need to know will be in this JBuzz email blast that goes out twice a week. So do check it out. And so, of course, you know, we did mention Expo's coming up very soon, and we'll stay tuned. We'll be able to release more information about that next month. But of course, this month is Alaska. So how exciting for all our distributors who have qualified. You've got, what, 2 weeks, I think, 2.5 weeks, less than that, that will be meeting you in Seattle on the ship to sail away to stunning Alaska. Certainly, it's going to be a trip of a lifetime. And Rachel, are you excited?
Oh, Louise, I'm very excited. Alaska has been on my bucket list for quite some time. So, you know, when we were surveying our distributors on what destination they wanted, it was very clear that everyone wanted Alaska. So we fought for Alaska, and, you know, Kevin and Jason agreed. And I think it is just going to be an incredible experience. One of the things I love about Jeunesse is their bucket list destinations. And I think Alaska is truly going to be one of the most amazing experiences that we can take our distributors on.
It will be, that's for sure. I've joined up all the Facebook community pages for this particular cruise, and just checking out what people have done previously and what they've seen along the way with the orcas, the whales, the seals, all the wildlife along there that, you know, it's not something you see all the time. And the scenery, it's it's jaw-dropping amazing. So it's certainly going to be a fantastic trip. And of course, you know, everyone on board, we can't wait to see you all there and celebrate your amazing achievements to get onto this trip. That's for sure. So of course, next month we'll be able to show you all the photos from the trip and make you very jealous of what everyone got up to. So we look forward to touching base with you next month on that. So this basically brings us to the end of our April's monthly corporate update. So we've got a few more weeks that you can get all your promos in and everything like that. So don't miss out on all those exciting things. But of course, you know, if you ever need to reach out to myself or Rachel, we're always here for you. Never hesitate to contact us. We'd love talking to you and staying connected to you, of course. So thank you so much to Rachel, of course, joining us today and discussing the mindset tips as well. So thank you, Rachel.
No problems, guys. Thanks for having me.
And everyone, we really look forward to seeing you in the Jeunesse world soon in the coming months. And thanks everyone for joining us tonight, and we'll touch base with you guys next month. Bye for now.